everyone, I'm Kyla and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about my favorite bag in my entire collection, my B25 in Rouge Kazakh, which is right here. Yes, this was meant to be a little hint. But yes, so this is my B25 in Rouge Kazakh with togo leather and palladium hardware. Honestly, it has been an absolute dream to even own this bag because I've been wanting one for years now. Honestly, I think since I was, I don't know, I think like 16 or younger even. It was my dream to be able to have one of these bags, and now I finally do. So I'm really happy, and honestly I use this bag to death, which is why I figured I should do a little review in terms of like the wear and tear after having it for a year and a half. And I actually do use this bag. It's not a bag that I would just leave in my closet just to, just look at and admire. Yes, I do that, but I actually use it as well. So moving on to the review portion of the wear and tear. As you can see, because it's in togo leather, some people are afraid that the bag would slouch a little. If it was in a bigger size, then perhaps, but because it is a tiny bag, the shape has held up pretty nicely. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's no sag whatsoever. And I feel like because the leather is so soft, it's a lot easier to access the bag as compared to another leather, say Epsom leather. So yeah, in terms of the sag and the structure of the bag, I have no issues whatsoever. If anything, the only wear and tear that I have is due to my personal clumsiness, I would say, because there was one time I was swinging the bag in the supermarket. I don't know why I did that. So there is a little nick right here. I'm not sure if you can see it here. So anyway, it doesn't really bother me because when I really use this bag and feel like I should just send it to the spa, I would, but probably not anytime soon, because from what I heard, it actually takes a couple of months, and I don't think I can do with a couple of months without my bag right now, unless I get another. But this is my one and only, so yes, I treat this bag like my baby. Okay, I guess yeah, the little accident, well, it can't be helped, okay? So yes, anyway, so another issue that I had was also due to my clumsiness, because I wore black suede pants. And because this is not a light color bag, so I'm not as careful in terms of what I wear as compared to like a white or like a pastel colored bag. I assume that this bag is wouldn't be as touchy to color. So anyway, I used a pair of black suede pants, and as usual, I just have this habit of swinging my bag, so it just kept rubbing and rubbing and rubbing on my pants, and I did not know that the color would actually come out. So there was a little patch of black shadow here, I would say. Black shadow, because it was at night, so I wasn't 100% that it was color transfer. I thought, oh, is it just the shadow? I'm not sure. So when I finally realized it was color transfer, I freaked out. I searched Google like a mad person, finding a solution. I tried baby wipes, those non-alcohol baby wipes, but I did not want to try anything with chemicals because I just didn't want to damage the leather. And finally, I found a hack that said, you can try to use an eraser, a white eraser or whatever, just to gently rub away the color. And true enough, the little specks, the eraser dust, was actually black. So thankfully, I managed to get rid of that color transfer without, resorting to any harsh chemicals or whatever. But yeah, even so, I don't think I would have, because I'm just a little bit more mindful in terms of like the leather and the care that I would have to give to it, and I don't want to expose it unnecessarily to any harsh chemicals. So if anything, worst case scenario, I rather just send the bag back to an Hermès spa to get it fixed, rather than to just damage it with my own DIY skills, if you know what I mean. But yeah, overall, no issues with the bag. The four clou, how do you pronounce that? I'm not sure. But anyway, the 4 feet, I actually protected with these little rubber things. I'm not sure if you can see. yeah, okay, anyway, I just used little rubber feet to protect the base of my bag because I found that I was getting quite annoyed at being so careful every time I place the bag down, like wherever, if I'm in a restaurant or what. So I decided to just get something to protect the feet for my own peace of mind, and now it's a lot easier to handle the bag with these little feet. Other than that, the hardware and everything is perfectly fine. I removed the stickers because I was afraid of oxidization of the hardware, which I've heard of. So because my bags are actually stored in my wardrobe, which is air conditioned by my bedroom, I don't have a door there, so I was just afraid of like moisture and everything. So I figured, just get rid of the stickers. It'll be much easier that way. But overall, nothing, no major scratches yet. Everything looks fine in terms of that. Even the handles, because now we use a lot of alcohol to sanitize our hands, so that is something that I'm a little bit more mindful of, especially because this is a hand carry bag. So after sanitizing, I try to just like wiggle my hand in so that my hands don't touch the handles of the bag, because my mom actually had another bag once. It was a hand carry as well, leather handles, and she used to use a lot of moisturizer, and back then she wasn't aware of like the damage that it would do to the handles, and honestly the handles wore pretty badly. They became super matte for some reason, so I think she wanted to get the handles replaced, or something like that. I can't remember if she ever got round to fixing the handles or not. But yes, so I'm a little bit more mindful in terms of that. And as much as I would love to use creams and whatever have you, sanitizer and just to like hold the bag, I try not to. Yes, I know I have the option of using a twilly, but honestly I just feel like the bag looks pretty as it is right now, so I don't feel a need to dress it up just yet. So maybe eventually when I see something that I really like a new twilly or whatever, then I would try it out. But because it's such a small size and the color is already there, it's a bright color, I don't think a twilly is necessary for now, at least. Okay, so how do I use the bag on a daily basis? So I actually got this insert from Samorga, I think. It was kind of unnecessary to me because the inside of this bag is actually a darker shade of red. It's a different color. So I was not all too concerned about like the interior getting damaged, but for my own peace of mind, I got a what do you call this, an organizer, just to make things a little bit easier. So I actually have things inside here because I just used this bag recently. Okay, so what fits in my bag? I can fit my iPad. I'm not sure what iPad is this. It's the mini. My wallet, as you know, is super tiny, so I have absolutely no issues with this, and there are like little side compartments that I can just slot it in here. I have my lipstick, and of course wipes. I have dry wipes, I have antibacterial wipes, and I have wipes for babies as well. So I have a lot of wipes, and generally this, I'm not sure why I had this in my bag, but yes, anyway, a bottle. So if I were to go out with the kids and everything, this would fit whatever I need it to fit. I can even put in diapers in here and it would fit fine. And of course my phone, which is also very slim, so all my things are all very small, so it works to my benefit in that sense. This is not heavy at all, and it fits perfectly into my bag. Okay, let's just show you for reference how it looks inside. Here you go. So it's still really light, it's not heavy at all. This, I would say, is already being filled to quite a max capacity, I would say, for me, because I generally would not go out with so many things. If I'm going to work, then I bring my iPad. If not, then no, I would leave my iPad at home. If I'm not going out with the kids, then of course no pacifier, no bottles, no diapers. So it would just be, you know, just my usual stuff, my wipes and everything. And tissue and phone, wallet. Yeah, anyways. So sometimes I do carry a pen here. So this bag is most ideal if I were to go to work or go out with the kids because it fits everything that I need it to fit. If I'm just carrying my phone, wallet and wipes, then you know I can just use a smaller bag because it's easier. But if not, most of the time I do need to carry a little bit more things, especially when I'm out with the kids. It's quite impossible to just have, like, you know, the bare essentials unless I have a separate baby bag. But if you're just going out like really quick to the mall just to pick something up, or just, you know, just to go out for a bite. No, if you go out for a bite, I do have to bring quite a fair bit of stuff. But if I'm just going to pick something up real quick and I have to bring them along, then this is the bag that I would generally gravitate to because it would fit everything that I need it to fit without being too over. You know what I mean? If I were to bring like a whole baby bag, then that's just a bit too much. It's just a bit too much for me to carry, and just the thought of packing this baby bag is just too dreadful, and I would end up being so lazy, and I would just say, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna stay at home, and I'll just send someone else to run the errands like my husband. So how do I store the bag? Pretty straightforward. I just put everything that came with the bag back into it because I feel that should be the most ideal way of storing it. So it came with this little felt thing. I'm not sure if you can see. I will just do it up right here. Because I use it so often, it is rarely stored to this extent. But yeah, if I were to, you know, keep it for a really long time, like maybe a week, if I'm just planning on staying home, then yes, I would store it in the box for my own peace of mind. Yeah, so you see, it doesn't take too long, but you know, if you were to go out, it just doesn't make any sense to have to do the bag up, because yeah, that took about like what, 30 seconds I think. So to spend 30 seconds when you're out fumbling with things, rushing from here, from point A to point B, putting together your bag is not practical at all. So yeah, I generally just leave my bag open. The only time I do it up is for storage. I put it back into the dust bag as well, just for an added precaution. Before storing it, I would use a what do you call it? A soft, microfiber cloth. Just one that I already have, just to wipe down the bag to get rid of any oils from, you know, our hands, our arms and whatever have you. And that is just how I would store the bag, back in the box that came with a little pillow thingy. Okay, let me see. So yes, I kept everything. Here you go. With this little pillow thing, so I just lean the handles here. I guess this is more suitable, especially if you have like a bigger bag, because your handles will tend to droop over time. But because it's such a small bag, then, you know, there are no issues. I don't bring the raincoat and stuff out, so I just leave that in the bag. But yeah, and even the clochette, I don't think I've ever taken this out, to be honest. Have I? I'm not sure. But anyway, it's in the box as well, just so I don't lose everything. And this thing is heavy. I mean, it still has the sticker and everything on, so to me it's kind of unnecessary, and I just don't want this thing to, the lock to rub against the leather and potentially damage it. So I just leave that in the box. I don't bring that out. And yeah, so I just lay the bag flat when I'm storing her for longer periods of time, which, you know, which happens especially now because, you know, we hardly go out. But yes, when we do, then this is the bag that I would generally gravitate towards because it is the perfect size for everything. And that is it, I guess, in terms of like the review and my personal preference. I really love the size. Depending on you and your lifestyle, what would fit better, because I do carry quite the bare essentials. I don't carry a lot of extra things, whereas some people, you know, they like to go out with their makeup pouch, their, I don't know, charger, what do you call it, the power bank, earpiece, I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. So for me, I don't. Everything of mine is all pretty small. Even my wallet is small, my phone is small. So generally, I feel like this bag is perfect for someone like me. So depending on you, if you prefer bigger things, you prefer to have the security of having a lot of things, then maybe you may want to go for a bigger size. I am 164 for reference, so if you're wondering about the size of the bag to my proportions, that's just for reference. Everything else, I guess I think I've covered. If you do have any questions, just let me know. I will try my best to answer based on my experience of using this bag for about over a year now. But generally, this is such a gorgeous bag, and I don't really have anything bad to say about it, to be honest. Any of the wear and tear is purely due to my own mistakes. So if you do take care of your bags, then it would be in perfect condition as if it just came out from the store. Yeah, I guess that's about it. So if you do have any questions, let me know, and I hope you like this video, and if you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!